Subject General Science. Standard 7, Lesson number 3, Properties of Natural Resources. Students, today we are going to learn this lesson, Properties of Natural Resources. So, meaning of natural resources is which substance or things we are getting naturally from the nature. They are called as natural resources. Today we are going to learn about the properties of three natural resources: air, water and soil. We get them naturally and they are very essential for our life. See, let us recall. Which are the gases present in air? Why is air called a homogeneous mixture? Students, we learn this in previous classes. Gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, 6 types of inert gases, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, etc. are present in the air. Air is mixture of all these gases. The constituent gases cannot be separated naturally from this mixture. Therefore, this is called as homogeneous mixture. Second question, what are the uses of various gases in air? We know, students, that oxygen is most important for the living organism and carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis and also it is help in use fire extinguisher. Okay. Nitrogen helps in synthesis of proteins. It also helps production of ammonia and in airtight packaging of the foodstuff. Oxygen is essential for combustion, means burning, and also respiration. We take oxygen for breathing. Let us see properties of air. Air is all around us. We cannot see it, yet we feel the presence of air. When we inhale, air is taken through the nose. If we blow on our hand through our lips, we can feel the air. That means we know that we cannot see the air, but we can feel the air by our hands. Whenever we put our hand in front of our mouth, we can feel the air coming out from the mouth and nose also. Okay. Try this. Number 1. Take a stick from a broom or a paper or plastic straw. Tie a thread at its center and hang it so that it remains horizontal. Horizontal means parallel to the eyes level. See, like this, horizontal we have to put that stick and tie the thread like this. Tie two rubber balloons of the same size at two ends of the stick. See here. See to it that stick remain horizontal. Now remove one balloon. Inflate it. Remove one balloon and inflate it. Inflate means fill up air inside the balloon. Tie it again at its original position. Does the stick remain horizontal? The stick goes down on the side of inflated balloon. This means that air has weight. Students, you know that in our school science project also this type experiment somebody done. By this experiment, we prove that air has weight. Air is mixture of gases. Therefore, like all other matter, it has mass and weight. See students, in this activity, first activity, we prove that air has weight by this air-filled balloon. Okay. And second activity we are going to see. You know this? What is this? This is a injection. Okay, injection. It is called as injection. Also, this is syringe. Okay, but we have to take this syringe without a needle. Don't take needle. Okay. Pull its piston and observe it as you do so. The piston can be pulled out easily. This piston we can move it easily and do up and down also. Okay. The piston then remains in that position even if you let it go. Now close the inlet. Close the inlet hole. of the syringe tightly with your thumb. Pull the piston and let it go. Is the force required to pull out the piston more or less than before? We cannot pull simply, okay, because this inlet is closed. Does the piston remain as it is after you let it go? See student, if we close this inlet and we pull this piston, and if we leave it, that automatically this piston will go inside because of this air pressure. Okay, the molecule of gases in the air are in constant motion. When these molecules strike a body, then create pressure on that. This is the pressure of air that we call atmospheric pressure. Okay. On pulling the piston with the inlet hole of the syringe close, more space become available to the air in the syringe and becomes rarefied. That means very less air inside the piston. Okay. As the result, the pressure of air in the syringe is lowered. Comparatively, the pressure of the outside air is very high. That is why when the pull out piston is released, it is immediately pushed in. If this experiment is repeated, holding the syringe in different position like vertical and horizontal and incline, the piston is found to go into the same extent in all the cases. From this, we can infer atmospheric pressure is the same in all the direction. Okay, that means students, if we hold this piston like this means vertical, like this means horizontal, and like this means slanting or incline. Okay, and we infer that atmospheric pressure is same in all the directions. Okay,